friends, Emily here with another class in our March series about viparita karani mudra. So today we're going to do the flowing movement class. We're going to start reclined, and then we're going to roll over to hands and knees, also show options to do this seated instead. And then we'll finish up reclined once more. So today we want to make sure that we have some props handy, definitely a strap or a belt, tie. I go into some more options about this in the workshop class in Roots. And we want to make sure that we have some pillows, cushions, props to use at the end for our viparita karani mudra inversion as well. Let's take a minute to get settled. Finding a comfortable seat, or if you prefer to recline. Inviting in the breath. Inviting softness to the jaw. Observing more of what you're feeling in this moment, where you connect to the floor or your seat, what you feel against your skin. Feeling the shoulders relax. Taking a big full breath. And an exhale. We'll meet on the floor or on your bed and recline on our backs to start. Once you get down to the floor, let's take a few full body stretches, finding that rhythm with your breath and your movement. Inhaling as you stretch, exhaling as you relax. Keep it going. Feeling the edges of the body from the fingers to toes. One more big stretch. And then we're going to start to move, bending the knees, planting the feet, and let's just do some windshield wipers to start. Inhale at center, exhale, let the knees fall side to side, moving with your breath, adjusting your stance if you need to. Feet can be wider if that feels better for the legs. Inhaling through center, exhaling as the knees fall to the side. Just noticing where you're getting sensation or feedback from the body. If you need to pause on each side for a little bit longer, that's fine too. We're just warming up, noticing what our body feels like, starting to link breath and movement together, and finding your rhythm. Everyone will move a little bit differently here. Everyone's speed will be a little bit different. So let your breath guide your flowing movement. We're going to take one more windshield wipe to each side, and then we're going to grab our strap. I find this is easiest to cross an ankle over the other thigh and lasso one foot. We're going to start to flow here. So you don't have to use a strap, but if you're hypermobile or you need a little extra support, this is a great option. We're going to inhale, bring the knee into the belly. Exhale, take it up to the sky. Inhale to stretch, and exhale to lower. Inhale, knee into the belly. Exhale up to the sky. Inhale to stretch and exhale to lower. Keeping that flow going. Move at a speed that makes sense for you. You can take it nice and slow. Make sure each breath is full. We are starting to warm up, moving with a little bit more purpose, getting a little bit more active with each movement that we do now. Next inhale, let's start to switch sides. You can tuck your other foot into the strap loop if you're using the strap, and we'll follow the same movement. We're going to take a big inhale, drawing the knee into the belly, then exhale, taking it up to the sky. Inhale, knee into the belly. Exhale up to the sky. Inhale and lower. Finding your rhythm, finding your flow. A few more times on this side. Warming up the hamstrings. Getting the hips a little bit more mobile. Do one more. And then we're going to release the strap. Move your props to the side. Take maybe a big stretch or two to reset. Then we're going to bend the knees, walk the heels back towards the booty. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to flow through bridge pose. Each inhale, tucking the pelvis, pressing down the feet, lifting up. And exhale, softly coming back to the floor. Inhale, tucking the pelvis, lifting up. Exhale, gently coming down to the floor. Following with your breath, and if you'd like to, you can add arms. Inhale, lifting the arms and the hips, flowing upwards, keeping those feet strong against the floor. Move with your breath. Every inhale is a lift, and every exhale is a soft lower. Flowing here. Strong lower body, and shoulders are holding and supporting your weight. Let's do one more bridge pose. We're going to hold it here, lifting up, pressing down with the feet. Strong belly, strong legs, shoulders supporting you. Big inhale. And exhale, softly lower down. And from here, we're going to make our way to our hands and knees or into a chair. So take any little last wiggles or stretches you need on your back. We're going to roll over and we will meet in tabletop or in a chair in mountain spine, feet on the floor or on props. In tabletop or mountain spine in your chair, we're going to bring our shoulders over our hands and we're going to lift the heart, let the belly drop, and exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Moving through cow and cat. Heart is moving forward and backwards, finding a rhythm with your breath. And then on the floor, we're going to make it bigger. So moving the hips backwards, rounding up through the body, shifting forward. Same thing in the chair, letting the space you take up get bigger, letting the whole upper body move forwards and backwards, creating an undulation, a wave-like movement. And if you're on hands and knees, don't forget to reverse it. So start to move the heart forward, round the back, shift the weight backwards. Elbows can bend if you're on the floor, creating this full body wave sensation while also moving through the heart. As you finish your last round of breath, let's take it back to a rest pose. It could be child's pose with the knees wide, hips moving back towards the feet, or any other way that you'd like to rest for a few breaths. Digesting the movement. And then we're moving back to tabletop. We're going to be moving through a chair or chest opener flow. So check out the different options you have for seated and also using a prop under the hand so that you don't have pressure on the wrists. But we are going to be inhaling, lifting one arm, turning the chest to the side. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, turn, switching sides, moving with the breath, shifting the weight from one hand to the other, keeping a firm base in the knees. And of course, you can always bring in a folded blanket under the knees or the hands as well for some extra cushion. Do one more on each side, finding the rhythm with your breath. Then we're going to add a little more. We're going to start to peel open so that we extend the leg out to the side as well. Weight shifts into one side of the body as the other side opens up. In the chair, extending out to the side, it's almost like a lateral bend. Shifting weight to one side, inhaling, peeling up and open, using the back leg for support. Of course, if this shifting isn't not good for you, you can continue to do what we were practicing in the first round. Big inhale, and we're going to take one last round where we're going to hold. You have the option to float and tap the foot if you'd like, or you can just focus on holding a strong belly, lifted hips, opening through the chest. And then we're going to bring it back to center and switch sides. Shifting all the weight to one side, extending the arm up, opening the chest, shoulder blades squeeze, and then maybe lifting through the hip and the belly, tapping the leg, taking a big extension, and then bringing it back to center. Let's finish on tabletop with whatever movement feels good, and then we will be heading down to the floor. With your next inhale, draw the right knee into the belly, open it out to the side, and then circle it around. In, out, back to center. In, out, back to center. With the breath, finding a movement and a rhythm that feels good for you. And then we're going to switch sides, drawing the knee in, out, center, in, out, center, moving through our range of motion in the hip, finding a rhythm and a flow with your breath. Let's do one more circle around, and then we're going to walk the heels back towards the booty, lift the hips, and bring a prop under the hips, a pillow, or whatever you have handy. And with our inhale, we're going to bring both knees into the belly. Then you have the option to extend the legs out long up towards the sky, or you can keep the knees bent the entire time. We're going to create a flow here. Inhaling in, exhale, extending away. Inhale, drawing the knees in. Exhale, extending away and down. And you can add arms if you'd like to. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's keep this going for 3 more rounds of breath, drawing in, out, in, and out. And then as you finish your last breath, we're going to switch to some cross-body stretches. So we're going to extend the right leg long, left arm back behind you, and then switch sides with the inhale. Big stretch on each side. Flex and point that foot a few times. We're going to bring it back to center, full body stretch. Let's digest our movement with some more static poses. Bend the right knee and then open out to the side. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh for reclined pigeon pose. Finding the intensity that's best for you. You can keep your hips elevated here, or you could bring them down to the floor if that's more comfortable. With your next inhale, switch sides. Settle in on the other side and come back to your breath. With your next breath, unwind from here. We're going to set up for Viparita Karani Mudra. We're going to use a strap if you are hypermobile, or if you just want to try out the strap and see what it feels like, lassoing the strap around the back of your thighs and then buckling it or tying it in front. And then that strap is going to create some stability so that you can relax against it and not worry about having to hold the legs in place. Or if you're hypermobile, it will help limit risk of dislocation. So set up for whatever type of viparita karani mudra you'd like. You could also use a strap and stay in a supported bridge pose. You could put the feet on some furniture or a wall. But whatever posture you're choosing, if you're using the strap, letting it hold you so that you're using less muscle strength to keep the legs together. So there's lots of good options here. Find whichever one you're comfortable in, and then we will stay there for a little bit longer before moving into our final rest. With the next couple inhales, gently move out of your Viparita Karani Mudra or move into a more supported version, and we are going to rest here for a few long, easy breaths. From your inversion, taking a few more active breaths. Starting to move out of your inversion slowly and carefully. We'll meet in a seat. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Feel the breath moving under the hands. Notice what you're feeling. Notice if maybe anything has shifted in your energy or your focus, your mood. Let's take a big inhale and release that exhale with gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.